It's good to be alive, isn't it? There are a lot of wonderful tastes and smells, beautiful things to look at, soft, pleasant things to touch. There are people to meet, stories to tell, sex to be had, games to play, children to raise. Life is great. Oh, sure, there are trials too, the hard times and the lean times. But you'd rather be alive than dead, right? Most of us would. But what does it mean to be alive? What makes us so? How is it that we're animate beings, conscious and self-aware, able to manipulate our environment? Surely mere material cannot think or feel, cannot care or love. There must be something more, something added to the material that makes it able to be a person. It can't just be biology alone that makes us who we are, right? Well, actually, wrong. Sadly, even many atheists seem to think of life as something which is added to matter to make it animate, to make it alive. Life is not something extra with which flesh has been imbued. Life is a biochemical process, not a substance or a mystical energy field. Life cannot be added or taken away, it can only be expanded or stopped. George Carlin, one of my personal heroes, once jokingly but truthfully said that life began about 1 billion years ago and is a continuous process. And that's certainly correct in principle. Even with only my layman's understanding, I'm well aware that life is little more than a mess of biological matter working in concert. That's all life actually is. And that's not all that amazing, really. It's not that flattering. It must be very heartwarming to think that you have a soul, that who and what you are is something ineffable and mystical, that your body is just a vehicle for your magical self to experience the world. But it just isn't true. You aren't a soul in a meat avatar. You aren't a spirit inhabiting a biodroid. Though it may not be pleasant to believe, though it may be difficult to fathom, your self-awareness, your ability to make decisions and have experiences is just chemicals bouncing around. The truth is that the brain is much like a computer, taking in input and processing it, making decisions based on it. And like a computer, it can be turned off. Unlike a computer, however, biological matter changes, degrades over time. It's when our brains stop working correctly that we become senile, and when our brains stop working altogether that we die. And we can't be turned back on once the matter degrades too much. The self is a product of the brain. In many ways, it's only a side effect of life getting better at survival. All life does this. You're not special. You don't have a soul that other animals lack. You just have added biological complexity. There isn't some part of you that will outlive the brain. I know this is scary. I know this is disappointing. But addressing life on its own terms is the first step to extending it past what nature will normally allow. Our self-awareness may be a byproduct of evolution, but we can use that awareness to our advantage to improve and prolong our lives. Please, for all our sakes, wake up and see clearly. The soul doesn't exist, but our lives do. And we have the chance to improve them if only we're willing to take the universe as it is instead of how we want it to be. So please, don't run on automatic. Think. Please take the time to rate this video. And hey, if you dig what I do, subscribe. You might also enjoy my webcomic, The Adventures of Kinneara Baxter. You'll find a link in the info bar. If you rate my videos, I might just let you play with my companion cube. Think about it.